There we go. That was weird. I had to select my microphone, not sure what's going on there. Now I'm picking up a bunch of background noise too. Hold on everybody, bear with me a second. There we go. That's better. Hello everybody, good afternoon. My apologies for the weirdness with the microphone. So sorry everybody, having tons of technical difficulties lately, not sure what is going on. But hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to the stream. So sorry that this stream was postponed until today. You know, some things came up yesterday with my day job and made it impossible for me to stream, so I apologize to everybody, but we are here now. Let's see who we have in the chat so far. Looks like we have Airplane Boy, Aviation Geek Bird, CIA, Ivano, G-Scop, thank you my friend for being here, John Baker, myself, Ray the Champ, and Sebastian. Thank you so much everybody for joining me so far. Hopefully everybody is having a good day and a good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is where you are. Thank you so much for being here. John Combs says, I received my package with the Airbus stick. Enjoy, my friend. It really is a game-changing experience when it comes to controlling the Airbus. Absolutely fantastic. We have here my, oh my god, Southwest is an airline me and my family would always fly. Absolutely. It's one of the only airlines I fly, believe it or not. One of the best livery lineups. Absolutely. We have the classic Canyon Blue livery today. All right. Let's go ahead and get started, everyone. Today's first leg is going to be from Burbank, California to Oakland. We are currently sitting in the stand at Bob Hope Airport in Burbank, going over to Oakland Metropolitan International Airport. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm about to do some weed eating. Hey, there we go. Awesome. All right, let's get inside the flight deck here. Everything is already powered on for us and almost ready to go. The only thing we have to do is go ahead and get our flight plan calculated in, as well as enter in our performance and get the overhead panel calculated for the flight and ready to go. How long is the flight? Because it's 10:56 in UK. Oh boy, 52 minutes, Airplane Boy, 52 minutes on this one. Bird, is this airplane freeware? It is not. It is currently $65 for this version. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and get our flight plan calculated. We're going to come down here and get going. We are going Kilo, Bravo, Uniform, Romeo for Burbank, Bob Hope International Airport. We are going Kilo, Oscar, Alpha, Kilo for Metropolitan Oakland International Airport. Our flight number today is NK 6321. I just made that up, but NK is something that Southwest actively uses. Our departure runway today out of Burbank is runway, looks like 15, runway 15. Here we go, get that entered in. Come over here. Looks like they want us using the OROS Z2 departure. So we are going to select that right here, OROS Z2, via the Corez transition, have that entered in there. Go back to our index. Let's get our arrival into Oakland. Looks like they want us going in on ILS runway number 30 via the EMZO 3 arrival, which is right here, via the R-Good transition. All right, that's looking good. Go over here to route. Direct to Corez. I don't think we actually need to enter anything in here. We just need to get rid of these discontinuities. Invalid delete. Of course it is. This was giving me a problem the last time I flew this airplane and flew these routes. And the last time I fixed it was I hit activate and execute on that. And then it let me come in here and delete. But of course, now it's not. Let's get a look at our plan really quickly. The approach was being, departure as an approach was being kind of weird when I tested this leg out the other day, so let's have a look. So the tiller, the problem is this is the only okay, discontinuity. Right there. Can we clear that out from here? Nope. Of course not. So we are going to have to enter those in ourselves then. Discontinuity, core res, then R good. So we're going to have to type that in ourselves. Let's go ahead and get R good populated here. Execute that in. Okay. Let's look for any further discontinuities. There's one right there from FRNNY. We need to go to WUVON. WUVON. For WUVON. Execute that in. Okay. So that's still giving me a problem right here. And this is what it was. Vector right here. Does anybody know how to get rid of this vector right here? Lately it's been giving me an issue. Let's go take a look at the chat. It's been a while. Hello Adam, nice to see you, my friend. No, it is not freeware. You are correct, Aviation Geek. Dude, you're growing so fast. I know, it's absolutely incredible. Absolutely crazy how fast it is. Yeah, last week I was on 89. Please, my video worked. Yes, it did, Airplane Boy. Thank you so much for that again. I was thinking NK was for Spirit. Nope, I think it's for Southwest. Am I wrong? I might be wrong. Probably full toga for today. Yeah, this is a very, very short field. So, yes, we're going flaps 5, but we are not derating our thrust at all. Hope the tug works today in the parking brake. Yes, I tested everything, completely reinstalled the airplane, so we should be good to go. Better pushback is buggy as hell. It is sometimes. I use Twitch for my live stream. Okay, that's cool. It disables my steering. Yeah. And our newest wheel steering. Yeah, it was giving me troubles, but I tested it out yesterday. Everything should be good to go. You should be able to either delete it, or if you select the waypoint beneath it, then enter it into the vector spot. It may override. Okay. Let's give it a shot. You are a genius, G. Scott, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Absolute genius. There we go. Thank goodness. Alright. Yeah, for some reason, you know, I feel like I used to be able to delete any waypoint I needed to underneath the legs by clicking the delete key, but it wasn't letting me for some reason. Anyways, we are all set to go. Hey, Kelly, thank you for being here. Hey, Sirens, thank you for being here. Guess who's back? I gotta go. Airplane Boy, have a great rest of your evening, my friend. I know it's late where you are. My apologies for the late start today. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get our performance started and ready to go now. Let's go over to FMC, over to initial reference. We need to grab our zero fuel weight today. Zero fuel weight today is looking like it is going to be 118.9. Go ahead and get that entered in. We need to get our fine reserves on our fuel. Fine reserves is looking like 2.2. Get that entered in. Our cost index today is going to be a cost index of 5. Perfect. Our cruising altitude today, they want us to go up to 380. Execute that in. We're going to be unable to make a certain speed. I'm sure it's going to come up and tell us that. Yep. Unable to 80 knots at my jaw. That's perfectly fine. We'll just ignore that. 200, 31 knots. Direction of 200 and 31 knots is the average wind. We'll go ahead and get that entered in right here. Go over to N1 limit. We are not derating our thrust at all today. I know, unable to make 280 knots at my jaw. That's fine. We're not derating the climb at all either. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to do flaps 5. We're going to keep flaps to 5 today. In our center of gravity percentage, need to go overhead and grab that from our payload screen. 17.8 on the center of gravity. There we go. Alright, everything's looking good. Let's get our V-speeds ready. Alright, excellent. Let's get out of this view here, and what we need to do next is I'm going to come up over to the overhead panel. We're going to go ahead and start the APU. We're going to get our left aft fuel pump on. Come over here to our APU, bring this into the on position for 1 moment. Click it down to start. Observe that our needle has twitched there, which it has. Okay, that's starting to get fired up now. Let's come down here. We will also get our ground service vehicles to release from the airplane and start going away. While they're doing that, we can go outside and listen to the APU start to fire up. SWA is the only call sign I know for Southwest. WN and SWA. Did I get them wrong? Is it WN? It is WN, isn't it? I get them mixed up, but you know what? We can switch that. Whiskey November. There we go. It's fixed. Perfect. Alright, sounds like we got a good APU start right there. Let's climb back inside the cockpit. We got to get this over to map. Let's go ahead and get our autopilot all configured, like I said. Not using ATC, that is coming though. Why is that going backwards? There we go. Using our autopilot dial on our Boeing throttle quadrant. What is... going up to 300 today. There we go. Looking good. We got to get V2 plus 10 for our autopilot speed, which is going to be 144. Let's get that up to 144. Arm our auto throttle. Get our flight directors turned on. Arm LNAV and arm VNAV. Okay, perfect there. Let's come up to the overhead panel. Let's get our APU generators into the on position. We can turn on the APU bleed now. It's definitely been more than a minute since the APU has been fired up. Flight control guards are all going to stay down. The yaw damper is going to come on. Our navigation, VHF navigations, and our IRS switches are going to stay to normal. FMC is going to stay to normal. Displays will all stay on auto and normal. Fuel temperature is looking good. Fuel pumps will stay as is for now until we're ready to start engines. We're going to come over here to APU generator, select our AC source to APU gen. Get that down to standby power. Galley power is on. Standby power and drive disconnect switches, those guards will stay down. Ground power, we can click that up into the off position just to double make sure. Wipers will stay as is. APU is running perfectly fine. Nothing going on there. Lights over here are going to stay fine. Equipment cooling is going to stay normal. Emergency exit lights are armed. Let's go ahead and get our seatbelt lights armed. We're going to come over here and get our window heats on. Our probe heats will stay off until we are ready for pushback. We don't need anti-ice today as we are in California. Electronic hydraulic pumps are going to come on and be good to go. Perfect. Everything's looking good for our pressure. Let's go ahead and get it nice and cool in the cabin for everybody. Get it nice and cold. There we go. 40 degrees Fahrenheit on the temperature coming out of there. Good God. Now we'll go ahead and get our isolation valve into the auto position, and let's get our flight altitude popped in. 38,000 feet. Everything is looking good, ladies and gentlemen. We should be pretty much all set to go. We just have to get a look at everything here. Hey, so tomorrow's my first day of school, starting 9th grade, so I think I'll go to sleep now. It's 12 here. Just wanted to come in and wish you a nice flight. Thank you, Sebastian, my friend. I'll stay longer in the next stream, okay. Thank you so much. Enjoy your first day tomorrow, freshman year. My goodness, enjoy it, my friend. Tomorrow's my first day of school, too. That sucks. I'm sorry, ZX. I haven't been in school in a long time. Alright, everybody. What do you say? Let's get the airplane all fired up and ready to go. I'll go ahead and look at it. And one thing I will say is I did get a Navigraph subscription. So now I have a chart around the airport to better figure out where I'm going, whereas not using the VFR map this time. So we need to go to runway 50, which is just off of here behind us over to our right. So we're going to push back to the left, taxi on straight, take a right. All right, perfect. I know exactly where I'm going. Let's just make sure we are going to be on the all clear over here for pushback, which it looks like we are going to be. We're just going to come over here, go to our ground services crew, and let's get our stairs released from the airplane. And now, parking brake is set currently. So now what we are going to do is come over here. This worked yesterday perfectly fine, so I don't think it'll give us a problem today. Let's hope not. Fingers crossed, everyone. Fingers crossed. Cross as many as you can. Okay. Get that good to go. Let's get outside and just make sure the stairs have gone away, which they have. Looking good. Let's request the pushback tug now. He's not going to drive up because he wasn't there to begin with. But we can come over here, remove our wheel chocks. And then let's come to the overhead panel. Let's get our packs into the off position. Let's get our fuel pumps on and our probe heats on and ready to go. We should be all set, everybody. We're going to come up here because there is no tug. We're going to release the parking brake. There we go. Parking brake is released. Then unclick this hold button and we should start to get pushed back. There it is. Everything's looking good. Now let's go over here. Engine number 2 is getting started first. Come down here. It's observe N2 percentage is rising, which it is. Come up here, and 1 is starting to rotate as well. Perfect. When this hits 25% power, we will initiate fuel flow, get over to the wing view, and listen to our glorious CFM startup. How's it going? Sorry I didn't get to see your JetBlue approaching to New York because I was busy, so I definitely try to make it to your next long haul if I get the chance to. Thank you, my friend. Next long haul is on Sunday, everybody, and I'm sure you all saw the thumbnail. You were all correct. We will be in a Delta Airlines Boeing 777 going to Atlanta by way of Los Angeles. Should be a very nice stream. Should be very good. I have a lot of experience in the 777, so I'm pretty sure I can get a butter on that one. Engine number 1 going into the start position. Notice N2 rising, N1 starting to rise as well. Everything's looking good there. Same thing, 25% here. We will engage fuel and hop over to the wing view and listen to the start. Alright, sounds like we have a good start of engine number 1. Let's get back into the flight deck here. Bring our generator switches into the on positions. Get our packs back on. Go ahead and get our APU bleed off and get our APU switched off in general. Any collision lights coming on now. Taxi lights coming on now. Everything else is looking perfectly fine, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to get out of here. Only thing we need to do now is get our RTO first off set, and then come over to the wing view and watch our flaps come down to position 5. Bad Drivers of South Central Maryland just became a subscriber. Thank you so much, my friend. Really, really greatly appreciate you and really greatly appreciate the subscription. It means a lot to me and everybody in the live chat, so thank you so much, friend. Really appreciate the support. There we go. Flaps down to position 5. We are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to come over here. Parking brake is already released. I'm not going to mess with that parking brake today. Let's get a look at our chart. We are going runway 15 for the departure. So we're just going to taxi straight ahead and take our first right crossing runway 26. Give us some power. Alright, let's hope the PMDG really performs well for us here. Obviously, you know I'm not following ATC or anything like that. I'm just kind of taxiing around the airport at my own disclosure and at my own leisure. No other traffic around, so we should be fine. me tell you, Navigraph subscription charts is a game changer. I've been meaning to get them for a long time. Just haven't gotten around to it, haven't really felt the need for it, but now that I'm starting to explore a lot of airports that I'm not familiar with, this has been an absolute fantastic thing to have. How many subscribers? I am not exactly sure. I haven't checked. I can have a look. That's a short flight. Yes, it is. 52 minutes. We are up to 187. 187, everybody. Thank you, G-Scott. Really appreciate it. 187 out of our next goal of 250. No time for drinks? I mean, you can drink whatever you want on this flight, my friend. Did you bring your own? Isn't it so funny about when I taxi flying Southwest, I tend to taxi a lot more safe. Coming down on taxiway Alpha. I know one thing we forgot to do, believe it or not. Trim value percentage. We never set our trim. That is going to 6.57, so 6.5. There we go. Whoops. Airplane boy, you're back, my friend. Do I prefer Boeing or Airbus? Airbus. I love them both, don't get me wrong. I love all aircraft, but as far as how the airplanes fly and how they handle Airbus. Did you guys see the extended preview of the fly-by-wire A380? Just released a few days ago. American that loves Airbus? Yeah, right? I don't know. Like I said, I love Boeings too. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't enjoy me a good Boeing. Alright, everybody, we are going to line up on the runway and hold short. Hello, newcomer to your channel. Hello, Matthew. Thank you for being here, my friend. Just in time for departure. We got us all lined up and ready to go. Very short runway today, everybody. Alright, we'll come up here, get our landing lights on, and ready to go. Taxi lights can come off. Strobe lights can come on. Alright, everyone, we are all set to go. Everybody enjoy the departure out of Burbank. heading to Oakland. Let's go. Throttle's coming up to 40%. Alright, and Toga. Airspeed alive. 80 knots. V1 rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up, right up and out of here with no problems. Beautiful. Very quick takeoff for us there out of Burbank. Go ahead and start our right-hand turn already. $39 Celsius. Wow, yeah, it's hot. Hot one. Alright, flaps go in position 1. Beautiful departure, professional. Thank you, my friend. Really appreciate that. Alright, flaps coming clean now. Keeping this turn going. Start leveling off the wings now. Wonderful. Do I watch Swiss001? I've seen a few of his videos. Not an avid watcher, to be honest. Hey everybody. Autopilot is on. Let's get over to a wing view. This is not on VATSIM, no. Who inspired me? Well, I mean, I don't want to really name drop anyone without aggravating them, you know, that don't want to talk about them in their stream. You can get a neon sign of your logo made? Oh, that's in the works, my friend. Don't you worry. Who inspired me? You know, I talked to a lot of people in regards to doing a channel like this, and everybody said that, you know, I'd be very good at it, and I have the personality for it, and, you know, people would love hearing me talk and love hanging out with me, and that's kind of what inspired me to do this, you know. And I mean, I saw a couple of other aviation YouTubers out there, and, you know, I've been watching them for a very, very long time. One of them, of which I really enjoy watching. If I knew him in real life, I know we'd get along. I'll let you guys try to guess who that is. But what a lovely departure, everyone. Out of Burbank, on our way to Oakland. Remember, if you are enjoying this stream, please consider hitting that like button for us. We would greatly appreciate it. Let's try to get this stream up to 50 likes today. We haven't really gotten there yet, unfortunately. We've hit 46 likes on a video, but not 50. So let's go ahead and get us up to 50, everyone. That would be awesome. And if you're enjoying the stream as well, please consider becoming a subscriber. We would all greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed so far and making this dream of mine a reality. of starting a YouTube channel. Really appreciate every single one of you. We're up to 189 subscribers now out of 250. Before you know it, we are going to be at 500. And at 500, there will be a face reveal. You'll get to see my pretty pearly eyes. So everybody get ready for that. Do you fly general aviation? Yes, I do. I've done a few. Well, I wouldn't really say general aviation. Smaller airplanes, yes. Twin Otter, yes. Cessna 208 Grand Caravan, yes. Because I'm not from America, a question for you. My American friends here, should I compare Southwest with Ryanair / EasyJet or more with Air France KLM, or is it somewhere between like TUI? I'd say somewhere in between. I don't think Southwest is bad at all. I've never had a bad experience with them other than flights being delayed during COVID and stuff like that, and you know, Southwest not being too responsive when I was sitting in the terminal for 4.5 hours wondering what was going on. But you know, that's a lot of airlines during those tough times, you know what I mean? But I think Southwest is a great airline. Never really had any problems with them. Their pilots have always been great. You know, their landings have never been scary. Never had a problem with them. What are my settings? I don't count frame rates, but your stream is very smooth. Yet we're sitting currently right now at about 66, 70 frames per second. Got to get ourselves into standard mode here. Let's go back over to our wing view. So I use the setting high end, just the default high end setting, and then I turn my texture sampling up to about 115. And my terrain level of detail up to 130. Volumetric clouds stay on high, and everything else is just regular high end. I thought JetBlue was the top of the line to say. I mean, it's a better one for sure. I mean, they're comfortable. They're just a little more expensive, you know? This is, am I on X-Plane? No, I'm not flying X-Plane at the moment. I do have X-Plane 10. We'll be getting X-Plane 12 once that comes out, and I was already looking at external hard drives, ordering an external hard drive for that, and because of the amount of ortho that I'm probably going to have to download, you know, we'll see. I'm not going to be buying X-Plane 12 right away. I'm going to see how the reviews are with getting it up and running and getting the ortho installed. If it's something that I'm going to have to basically have a second day job amount of time to do and set up, I probably won't be doing it. Just being honest with you guys. You know, I'm just looking at the charts for our approach, and I can't believe I haven't used charts before. I must have been out of my mind. It's fantastic. Really love it. Sorry for all the questions, but you would be able to do a tutorial for the PMDG flight plan. It doesn't seem to interface with F... No, it does not. Go back to the beginning of the stream, you will see where I did program that, so it's kind of like a tutorial. Do you prefer modern glass or older steam, or both? Both. My favorite airliner ever to fly, I keep switching it up, but Boeing 727 and 737-200 are my favorite airplanes to fly. Hey Sarah, nice to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here and returning to the stream. Yeah, just go back and take a look at the beginning of the stream. I don't do a complete cold and dark setup, but if you go back in further past streams where I fly the PMDG, I have done cold and dark setups on the stream, and I explain everything I'm doing. So it's kind of like a mini tutorial series in the beginning. I mean, experience varies, but especially out of the northeast mid-Atlantic parts of the U.S., JetBlue has a lot of problems. In my experience, they are not well liked. Yeah, I've never flown JetBlue personally. My mom loves JetBlue. My mother-in-law loves JetBlue. You know, never flown them myself, so I don't really have an opinion. Let's go ahead and get a nice outside view now. The game volume is going to come down so we don't go deaf. And let's get some music up. I love watching you. Thank you, Sarah. Really, really greatly appreciate your support and your kind words. Up to 190 subscribers now. Thank you so much, everyone. Channel is growing by leaps and bounds. JetBlue and Spirit recently merged. Spirit is notorious for being a bad airline for many reasons, and JetBlue has its own problems, which are very akin to Spirit. Yeah, my missus has flown on Spirit, and she didn't have very nice things to say about it. And a few friends of mine have flown on Spirit as well, and they didn't have nice things to say about it either. I just like being able to fly around a yellow Tic Tac around. Is Spirit that bad? Yes, I've heard a lot. You can compare Spirit to Ryanair as far as landing quality goes, I would think. I drove by Oakland a few weeks ago. That's cool. Nothing beats Ryanair. Probably not. My mom worked for Braniff for 20 years and Northwest for 10. As a kid, in the 60s, would routinely go into the cockpit in-flight. 727s and BAC 111s. Awesome. Consider me jealous. I actually have a picture of my uncle. He was a pilot, and he is in the cockpit of a 727 from the 70s. There's a picture of him on a Polaroid film. Really awesome. There go our contrails starting now. My dad is on his way back from... Oh, cool. Very nice, Rhino. Hope his flights are good. Flew them once, never again. Yeah. Some 707s. Wow, yeah. I hope we get a 707. You got to understand, once more aircraft come out for the simulator, the variety that I am going to be introducing to you all is going to be incredible. Love the 727, yep, one of my favorites. So charming, and you know, I was able, at my local airport, FedEx operates, and they had a 727 over here up until like 2009, I want to say. Is that about right? I think so. But you would hear the 727 screaming out of the local airport, and it would climb very shallow. Same thing with the MD-80s. Delta had MD-80s flying out of our local airport over here up until about 5 years ago, I would say. And their climb rate wasn't very high when they took off, and it was very loud. Remember everyone, if you haven't already, please do me a favor and hit the like button on this video. We are up to 15 likes. I'd like to have this video up to 50 by the end of the stream. Let's go into our cockpit and just make sure everything is looking good here really quickly. Let's come over here to our progress page. We are 190 nautical miles away, now 189 nautical miles away from Oakland. About 14 nautical miles to go until the top of our climb. We'll probably only be cruising for about 30 nautical miles or so. We're due to arrive in Oakland at 23:05 Zulu time, which is in about 36 minutes. Black smoke and hush kits, yep. And it did have a hush kit on it, and it was still ear-piercingly loud. You know, whenever I fly different airlines, I'm guaranteed to give you the most authentic experience possible. So if I'm ever flying Ryanair once the 737-800 comes out, you know, I'll try to... It'll be acceptable if I put her down a little rough, right? Same thing with JetBlue. Although the JetBlue into New York last time was a butter during the last long haul, so I'm making JetBlue look good, apparently. Do I use VR? I don't, but I do have head tracking available. Just have to find a better way to make head tracking more ergonomic for me, and the only reason why I say that is because the way... And basically what it boils down to is I need a better desk, of which all my stuff is on. I just need to get a better desk, and then we'll be able to get something better for head tracking, and I'll be using that pretty much every stream once I get it set up. Right, you don't have to mayo with Ryanair. Nope, we're going to go straight lard with Ryanair. Put lard all over the runway. Don't even heat it up. Just lay it on there in big glops. Looks like we just reached our cruising altitude. Indeed we did. Everything is looking good on our end. Let's go over here to our progress. Top of descent, 28 miles. That's funny. Alright, looks like we need to be at 2,700 feet when we go on to short final. So let's get this down to 2,700 feet. These charts are a game changer. I didn't really realize how in-depth they were. So now, guess what, folks? That sim or Pilot Edge will be coming shortly. New to the channel, great content. What flight level are you climbing to? We just reached 38,000 feet, flight level 380. Thank you for being here, James, and checking out the channel. Really greatly appreciate it. Up to 192 subscribers now. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed so far. Absolutely fantastic. We are only 58 subscribers away from hitting 250, our next goal, of which we will schedule another long-haul flight. If you look at our progress bar there, it's showing flight level 393340, 39,340 feet. Not exactly sure what the difference is and why we're not getting the appropriate reading. I'm thinking it's because it's taking our actual altitude and not accounting for putting ourselves in standard. Could that possibly be it? But does anybody have any experience with FlyLive Studio and maybe fix that problem? What do you think of the Fokker 100? I think it's come to the sim as well. It is indeed. Just watched a video on YouTube about that recently, believe it or not, and it does look like it is coming to the sim soon. Remember, everybody, if you haven't already and you are enjoying the stream, please go ahead and hit the like button. We would all greatly appreciate it. I want to get this stream up to 50 likes by the end. We are currently sitting at 17. Thank you to all who have liked so far. And if you're new here and watching, please consider becoming a subscriber. If you are enjoying the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm sure all of the rest of the crew members in our live chat would as well. Remember, I refer to all of my subscribers as crew members. You are all part of the MB crew once you become a subscriber. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of your support so far. It is greatly appreciated. Hi, Daryl. Nice to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us today. Just about to start our descent into the Oakland area on our first leg here. Remember, everybody, second leg is taking us from Oakland to John Wayne Airport. John Wayne was a suggestion. Remember, I try to take everyone's suggestions into account, and John Wayne was one of those suggestions. So that's going to be the second leg of our journey today. There we go. Looks like we are starting our descent now. Let's just get in the cockpit, make sure we don't have any bells or whistles, make sure we're not getting any messages on our FMC. And just because of the OCD in some people, I know I have TCAS off, but we can come over here and get our TCAS turned on. Just in case it's bothering anybody. We could even do a little test. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Have I ever flown into Albuquerque? I have not. Is that real or fake? Is what real or fake? Sorry if I missed what you're referring to. Alright, we will take the rest of the descent from our wing views. The plane? I wish it were real. Looks real, doesn't it? This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Look at that scenery down below. Look at that airport right there. Everything is captured so nicely. Long haul or just short flights? I do both. Long hauls are saved for subscriber specials. So for instance, there was just one last week, and we went from New York, or London Heathrow, to New York's JFK. Long haul flight previous to that. We've done so many of them lately, I forgot. Let's see, what was our previous long haul special? That was in a Boeing 787. The first long haul special we ever did, and that was from Newark, New Jersey to Frankfurt, Germany, And now we have another one scheduled for this upcoming Sunday in a Delta Airlines Boeing 777 going from Los Angeles to Atlanta, Georgia. Do you know anyone that needs a girlfriend? Oh, a boyfriend, because I need a girlfriend. I do not, Daryl. My apologies. Remember, if you're new here and you are enjoying the content, please consider liking that video for us. We are up to 17 likes. I want a goal of 50 by the time this stream ends, and we're about approaching the halfway mark with this leg. Oh, then bye? Oh, bye, my friend. Sorry, I'm not a dating service. Bye, Daryl. Have a good one, friend. 787 nice, love the cockpit setup or the 737 MAX. Yes, I think PMDG is releasing the 737 MAX eventually, not exactly sure when. Like I said, they need to release the 800 first, of which they said was going to be released in mid-August, and we still haven't seen it. So I imagine the MAX is probably a well ways off. Mad Dog? Yep, I do have the Mad Dog. That's in the works. I actually originally had the Mad Dog scheduled for Monday, for today's stream, believe it or not, but I tried to go ahead and put a sound add-on pack on it because you don't have any cabin sounds. You can't hear the engines changing pitch and sound inside the cabin, which does a great disrespect for the engines on that aircraft. And I tried to install a third-party pack by FTSIM. He actually makes a lot of sound packs. I use the 787 sound pack that he has. I use the 777 sound pack that he has. The Twin Otter sound pack. I use a lot of his sound packs. And I went to go install the Mad Dog sound pack on Sunday afternoon. And the APU sounds work, all the buttons click, but there's no engine sounds anymore, so I need to do a reinstall of the entire aircraft. I did back up the original sound folder and the original layout.json file, but I'm just going to reinstall the whole airplane. Once I do that, the Mad Dog will be coming. Need a little bit more practice with it. That thing is like flying a brick on approach. Absolute brick. The amount of control surface inputs or yoke inputs to even get the airplane to bank or decrease attitude in the slightest is just absolutely insane. Doing good on our speed, doing great on our descent. Coming down here, we have 105 nautical miles to go until we reach Oakland. Oops. The great scenery of California. Still looking good, just like coming in here and checking our speed often. It's the only thing that makes me nervous is our speed. Flight Sim has come a long way, it sure has. My first flight simulator was Flight Simulator 2002 on my family's HP Tower computer with a 30 gigabyte hard drive. I've told the story a million times on this channel. The first time I ever saw a flight simulator game, it was in 2003, and I was in 2003. I wasn't even 10 years old yet. And I remember walking through Walmart, of all places, walking through the video game section as my mom used to shop around. I always used to go to the video game section and play the demos and walk around the electronics section, because that's just what kids did at the time. And I remember walking by a computer game in a metal box, in a special edition metal box. It was like a metal case called Flight Simulator 2004, A Century of Flight, with the DC-3 on the front cover with the Wright Flyer in the background, and I was just blown away with the actual concept of a flight simulator at that age. And unfortunately, our computer couldn't run that version. That 30 gigabyte hard drive I was telling you about, yeah, no, it did not meet the minimum specs. However, it did meet the minimum specs for Flight Simulator 2002, and I graciously asked my mother to purchase it for me off of the internet, and she did. Walmart.com had Flight Simulator 2002. She ordered it for me. Now let me tell you, that was like my first experience as a kid waiting for a package to come in the mail. When I tell you I was at our mailbox coming off the school bus every day looking for our package, I truly was. Drag required. Looks like we need to open up our speed brakes just a tad. Bought that version 2003 at still have metal box. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I had Flight Simulator 2002, and I just got it in the regular jewel case. It wasn't the big box. It was in the jewel plastic CD case. I think it came with, what, 4 discs? Was FS 2002 or 3 that you had to install? And like I was saying, you know, I remember every day I would always check the mailbox. It took about 8 days for that to come in from Walmart.com at the time, long before Amazon, long before, you know, 2-day shipping was free. You know, this was back when 5 to 7 day shipping cost you $5. You know, and if you wanted it faster, it went up from there. Hello, where to? We are going to Oakland on our first leg, plane talk. Oakland from Burbank. Is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2004 a Century of Flight? This is not that, but it is a fantastic simulator. Actually, it still holds up to this day. I do own it still. I did buy the box version years later, and it still holds up. It really does. Still looks fantastic. I think Flight Simulator 2004 or Flight Simulator 9 was ahead of its time. I really do. Yes, the one I couldn't get was Flight Simulator 2004. Our computer was a potato at the time, and it was not able to handle such a simulation, unfortunately. Just passing below 19,000 feet now. Do I have the PMDG DC-6? I do not. I do not. Perhaps in the future. As you are all aware, these add-ons are pretty expensive, and I'm saving up my money for a couple of other things to make the stream better. Until once that's done, I can start purchasing a few other add-ons. I will be on an Embraer 190 tomorrow. Very cool, friend. Very cool. Nice little regional airplane. Never been on one myself, but they fly in and out of my local airport all the time, and I see them quite often. Believe it or not, at my local airport, which will pretty much give it away where I'm from, there's a very special airplane called Craft Force One. If you know what Craft Force One is, without giving away my living location, go ahead and put it in the live chat. fun plane? Yes, it is. They have an E190 and I think even E175 for Microsoft Flight Simulator, but the reviews on it are kinda, you know. I've heard they've updated it and it's been better, but I hear the one thing that holds the Embraer back is the sounds. But there does exist third-party sounds for those aircraft, so maybe one day I will acquire them and we can give them a try. Up to 193 subscribers now. Thank you so much, everybody. Getting closer and closer to our goal of 250. If you haven't already, please consider hitting the like button on this video as well. We have a goal of getting this video up to 50 likes by the end of the stream. We're currently sitting at 19. If we hit 25 by the time we land, that'll be halfway through the stream, and all we have to do is get another 25. It's not a nice plane thus far. Poly gaps and stretch textures everywhere. I believe the default Asobo FMC. Yeah, no. It's exactly why I did not purchase it. I read the reviews on it and heard it was terrible. DC-10 MD-11 would be nice. DC-10 is in the works currently. Probably going to be a while until we get it, but a DC-10 is in the works for the simulator. And that will be a fun one. I'll take an L-1011 as well, if anybody has one. I certainly can't wait for the INI builds A310 to come out, along with the DC-3 that will be default and come free, I believe, right? Isn't the DC-3 by Aeroplane Haven and the INI builds A310 going to be free with the next update? If I remember correctly. So, looking nice and on track here. "50 nautical miles to go. We are due to land still at 23:05 Zulu time, which is currently 22:52. So another 13 minutes, everybody, and we will be wheels down." Concorde thoughts? I do have the DC Designs Concorde. I have mixed feelings about it. Every time I've flown it, it's giving me mixed results. It's either followed my flight plan perfectly, and I will say this about the DC Designs Concorde, is that FMC is a disaster. Absolute disaster. I use the default flight planning in the simulator whenever I fly the Concorde, because when I don't, I can never get it to fly and follow our flight plan. Never really understood why. Concorde's a beautiful airplane, though, one of my favorites, of course. But the representation we get in the simulator, just in my opinion, is very lacking. Very, very lacking. I know a lot of people that do enjoy it, but, you know, my frame rates suffer tremendously as well when I fly the DC Designs Concorde. You know, flying over the ocean and nothing generating at all, and it seems just as I start to pass like 38,000 feet, accelerating through Mach 1, my frame rates literally go from 60, 70 like we are right now, all the way down to like 17, even sometimes as low as like 10 frames per second, and with the DC Designs Concorde, and it's not a good experience, and it's not very fun. Raise the terrain LOD for US. Yeah, the sick logo and overlay. Yeah, I'm not stretching it too far just yet until I upgrade my RAM swim skin. But thank you so much in regards to the logo and overlay. Really, really appreciate it, my friend. Yes, once I get more RAM, the level of detail sliders are going to be increased. They are actually increased already. It's not set to 100. It is set to 130 or 115. I forget. But yeah, the mountains over here always do look a little meh. 757, yep, I hope that comes out soon. Really hope so. If you're new here and you are enjoying the stream, please consider becoming a subscriber. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed so far. We also have a goal to get this stream up to 25 likes by the end of this first flight, as well as 50 once the stream is said and done. So we're only 5 likes away from 25. We might be able to make it, everyone. Might be able to make it. We'll be wheels on the ground in about another 5 minutes or so. Alright, music is coming down now. Game sounds are going up. Any helis? There's a few helicopters released, but I do believe they follow the same physics as the airplanes themselves, and, you know, I've heard that they're not the greatest. I love the Concorde, but hate it as a model plane. I do, well, I don't have it anymore. My father has it, but I bought a ginormous, well, I didn't buy it. My father bought me a ginormous Concorde model. It was plastic. I forget the brand name. I'm pretty sure it was 1 in 44 scale. It was absolutely ginormous. Plane Talk coming in with a subscription. Thank you so much, my friend. Greatly, greatly appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for checking out the channel, and thank you for your kind words in regards to it. Swim Skim coming in as well with the subscription. Thank you so much, my friend. Really greatly appreciate the support. Thank you for your kind words for as well in regards to my logo and overlay. Really greatly appreciate all the support that everybody is showing me. Really means the world to me, so thank you so much, everybody, for your support in the very early goings of this stream. And by stream, I mean channel. We are growing by absolute leaps and bounds. Up to 194 subscribers now. Thank you so much, everybody. It's just absolutely insane. The more and more I think about it, about how fast this channel is growing. Absolutely crazy. I'm getting bumped around by some turbulence a little bit here, flying over these mountains. It's to be expected, though. How do I make my own logo? I knew somebody that could make this logo for me, luckily, and they were able to make it for me, and I tweaked it a little bit and kind of added my own dealios to it. But, yeah, I mean, I guess you could, actually, I forget the name of the website. There is a website that does exist, that allows you to, we are a little fast here. There is a website that does exist that allows you to get people to make the logo for you. I forget the name of the website, but that does exist, so you can go ahead and check that out for sure if you're looking to make a logo like mine. Or you can make your own logo with something like Photoshop or GIMP. GIMP is a really nice free Photoshop-like add-on. Get our auto brakes set to 2. We never turned our landing lights on below 10,000 feet. Whoopsies. Alright, everything's looking good, everyone. Hope everybody enjoys the arrival into Oakland in our PMDG 737. Adobe Illustrator, that's another one. Either GIMP or Photoshop. GIMP is what I use to make my thumbnails. And I like it. It treats me very well. Is it for logo making? Not specifically, but you can make logos with it. There's our runway out there. We can see it just in front of us. Airplane is flying the approach, much more beautiful this time around than it was a few days ago. Flaps coming to position to 1. Here we go. I'm getting ready for the landing, everybody. Let's butter / mayo this landing. I hope so. No lard today. I'm not looking for any lard. Not just yet. Easy now, airplane. Easy. Slow down for me, please. Not gonna lie, Southwest has the best flight snacks. They do. Honey roasted peanuts are delicious. I also love their Chex Mix too. They have like the little, really extremely crunchy, hard pieces of like miniature Italian bread. Alright, gears coming down. Get our replay recording ready to go. There we go. Enjoy the arrival into Oakland, everybody. Hope you are enjoying the stream so far. Let's hope for a Mayo landing here. Let's hope I get us in nice and smooth. Stroop waffles. Or Stroop waffles. Not sure how that's pronounced, but that sounds delicious and intriguing. Alright, everybody enjoy the arrival. We're going under my control now. Traffic? Traffic where? I don't see any traffic. Anybody else see any traffic? I don't. A little bit of a headwind in front of us here.
400.
Small increments to correct ourselves. Small increments only.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40, 30, 20, 10.
Ooh, rough. Oh, man. What a rough one. Oof. Yeah, that was rough. I don't know what it is with the Boeings, man. Especially the PMDG, I can never put her down softly. Never fails. Think the oxygen masks deployed on that one? Yeah, probably. But we're here regardless, and you know what's weird? We didn't get any negative landing feedback. Retard. 5. Alright everyone, we're gonna hold short right on here. And we'll get the replay of that atrocious landing. It wasn't really atrocious, I mean, I've done worse. You were on center line? Yeah. Any landing you walk away from where the airplane is usable is great, and you are correct. Go ahead and get our parking brakes set here. Parking brakes are working in the airplane now. And we can get approach mode off. Alright. Come over here to our replay. Stop the recording on it. Hit play. Put us forward a little bit. And we will start it from about here. We'll get this view first. Everybody enjoy. Enjoy this rough arrival into Oakland. I need that replay tool. If you enable developer mode in the simulator, you can get the replay tool. Go to Joe coming and King saying beautiful. Sorry I'm late. No problem, Harry. No problem at all. I believe if you hit the plus sign on the right of that bar... Oh, can you? Really? I haven't played around with the replay tool that much. If you're just joining the stream during this replay, I will warn you, everybody, it is a little rough. It is a little rough. I mean, it wasn't awful, right? I mean, I've done worse. If you've watched my 747 stream, I really plowed that airplane into the runway, so this isn't that terrible in comparison. Wasn't that great either. Here's where I should have started flaring, right about here. And no flare. Oh, right on the touchdown markers, though. You know what, CIA? Honestly, it didn't look that terrible from this view. I mean, it was center line, we hit the touchdown markers perfectly. There was just no flaring. That's all. Remember, if you're new here, everybody, and you are enjoying the stream or enjoyed that landing, please consider hitting that like button and becoming a subscriber. We would all greatly appreciate it. We have a goal of 250 subscribers. We don't have a date on that one at this rate. I'm not going to bother setting dates anymore with how much this channel is growing. So let's try this plus thing that you're talking about. Let's back it up. Let's go right here. We hit plus. Oh, look at that. It does work. I bet you we can do it over here, can't we? Yep. That's fantastic. Okay. So we'll get another view. We'll go ahead and get this one. Enjoy, everyone. Wait, spoilers don't work still on replay? They do not. Not on the PMDG, it's weird. Or the Airbus by fly-by-wire. The default airplanes they do, but not the payware. True though, I'll give you credit where credit is due because the rough touchdown, everything else was great. I know. I don't know what it is about the Boeing, man. I can never put her down nicely. Never. Yep, no control surface movements during the replay. Get ready for that rough touchdown. Here it comes. No flare and smash. Oh, man, that's hilarious. You can hear the reversers and everything, but you cannot see them, unfortunately. Alright, one more view. This one will be a special one. This one will be a special one. Back this up over here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in camera track recording. We're gonna go over here to camera, go to showcase, turn up our drone speed a whole heck of a lot, and let's go and get to the runway threshold. This should do just fine. Oops, maybe not that low. Hold on, I gotta turn the drone camera down now. That should do swell. Alright, let's get a view of our landing from here, everybody. Oh, drone follow mode is on, isn't it? Yes, it is. Always do that. There we go. Let's get back to where we were. There we are, coming in now. Look at that, look at all the polygons out there not generating incorrectly. Anyone know what causes that? Anyone at all? If you would tell me, I'd greatly appreciate it. Oh, man. Oh, boy. That's, yeah. Anyways, we're here, everyone. We've made it to Oakland. What's the frames per second on the simulator? Right now, we are currently running at 70. Most likely the LODs, either that or draw distance, but in order for those to show up, I think you have to crank it. Yeah, nah, I'll be alright. Once I get my RAM upgraded, I'll be able to, get a little bit better performance. I'm only running on 16 gigs right now. I'm going to try to go up to 64. 64. And once I get that, I should be good to go. I mean, I'm running a 3070 Ti. I'm running an i7 1200 KF, so plenty enough power. Why am I keep going to the camera view? Replay, please. Pause that. Stop that. Move this forward a little bit. Stop that as well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and taxi to the terminal now. Let's go ahead and get my chart up very quickly, just so I can see where I'm going. Alright, everyone. Release our parking brake. Oh, it's already released, apparently. That's interesting. I thought I had set it. But let's get to the gate. Oh, you meant feet per minute? Oh, yeah, no, I read that wrong. Sorry. How many feet per minute was that? Oh, man, like 350, 400 on the touchdown rate, if not more. Yeah, like I've told you guys before on this channel, I am, my eyesight isn't that great. I can see fine right now as it is. Where my eyes are bad is, believe it or not, is looking at objects that are closer and farther from me. So, for instance, because I'm looking at a 31-inch curved display for the simulator, whenever I look over at the screen that Streamlabs is on to read everybody's live chat, my eyes adjust in and out a little bit because I have a problem with my depth perception, and then I'm not able to read very well. WoW DDR4? Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I have a nice setup. I mean, honestly, when I first bought this PC, I did not intend to stream with it until people told me I'd be good at it and to give it a try, and they were right, because I get to hang out with all you great people and throwing so much support at me that sometimes I can't handle it, so Thank you so much, everybody. As I mentioned, once I upgrade the RAM, we should be getting better detail. I just don't want to, you know, put the settings up too high and then have the stream be stuttery, or have the, you know, simulator be stuttery as far as frame rate goes. For me, it's performance over looks any day. I'm sure some of you guys agree with it. 100%, yeah. For me, smoothness, and here's the thing with me is, this is the first time I've ever had what you'd consider a performance, well, not performance, but like a good rig to run PC games on. You know, I've always had something decent, but even then, Flight Simulator X, I had to run at medium settings, and even then I only got between 25 and 30 frames per second. And I don't think that the game necessarily looks that bad. I think that the scenery textures looking down from the top when you're cruising look absolutely fine. But it's the buildings, when they render in sometimes, you either got to get super close to them for them to render in correctly, or they look like triangles, like you saw there. I can try to turn up the level of detail. Like I said, I just don't want the simulator the frame rate to suffer. We're just going to pick any old gate here, everybody. And then we're going to get ready for leg number 2. Scott, go ahead and feel free to grade my entry onto the ramp and the gate. I know you do this for a living. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. Go ahead and get our parking brake set. There we go. Come over here to our APU generators, get those on and ready to go. Get our APU bleed on. Perfect. Engines can fuel cutoff. Let's come down here, go to our menu, FS Actions, Ground Services, get our chock set. Let's get our ground power unit connected and ready to go. Let's see if you get it on the line. Oh no, I was off. Not that terrible though. Close enough. Now be honest. What's the worst? Do some pilots in real life meeting, are they not that great at taxiing and getting the plane straight? Are they ever crooked? Do you ever find that being a thing? Get the jetway hooked up. And let's get our loaders hooked up and ready to go. Come over to the overhead panel. We got to get our fuel pumps all into the off position. Probe heats can come off as well. Electronic hydraulic switches can come off. Seatbelt signs, we're going to get those off for everybody. Let everybody know it's safe to start moving around the cabin. Anti-collision lights can come off as well. Braulio coming in with the subscription. Thank you so much, my friend. Really, really greatly appreciate you, and thank you so much for the support. Really means the world to me. Why didn't our jetway connect to the airplane? Let's go. No jetway? Okay, guess not. No jetway today, I guess. It's not going to let us connect. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get set up for leg number 2. Remember, leg number 2 is taking us from Oakland to John Wayne Airport. Thank you everybody that joined me for that first leg. Hope you can stick around for the second. The next one's about an hour and 5 minutes total of flight time. Hope you all can stick around. Thank you for all the subscribers so far, and thank you everybody for liking the video. If you are new here and you are enjoying the stream so far, please remember, consider becoming a subscriber or a crew member, as I like to call all of you. Thank you so much for all the crew members that have subscribed to the channel so far. Greatly means everything to me, means the world to me, like you wouldn't know. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Be Right Back sign up. I am going to get the simulator restarted and get everything ready to go for our second leg. So bear with me a few moments, everybody. Be right back. Alright everybody, welcome back, and surprise, a little bit of a livery change here everybody, going with the classic. The classic on the Boeing 737-700. Not sure what's going on with our ground services crew. As you can see, our pushback tug is currently parked underneath the airplane, and we can't get our jetway to connect either, no matter what I try. No jetway connection, and you can even come here in the cockpit and request that it be connected as well, hitting the button, and there's no jetway, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. But anyways, surprise, beautiful new livery for this next one. Figured I'd switch things up a little bit. Got the old school. This is my favorite one, personally. My favorite Southwest livery is this one right here. Second leg, everybody, going to John Wayne Airport from Oakland. Could be a good one. This one's looking at about 1 hour in length. The airplane is still all powered up as we left it inside. The only thing we need to do is get our flight plan calculated in, configure our performance, get the overhead panel set for departure, get everything switched on, turn on a couple of other doohickeys. So without further ado, let's get started. Go right down here to our routing. We're going to get going. We're going Kilo, Oscar, Alpha, Kilo. And we are going to Kilo, Sierra, November, Alpha, John Wayne. Flight number is still remaining the same, WN, Whiskey, November, 6321. There we go. Which runway do they want us coming out of here for Oakland today? For the second leg, looks like they want us coming out runway 30, which is the runway we just landed on, so that makes sense. There you go. Come over here to the routing page. Before we do that, we're going to select our departure. Looks like they want us going out on runway 30 on the Coast 9 departure. And it looks like they want us using the McKee transition, which, well, there's no transition, never mind. So that looks good. We'll go over here, back to arrivals, rather, and we will select runway 20 right, ILS runway 20 right, via the Till T2 arrival. There it is right there, via no transition on this one either. Perfect. Looking good. Let's go back over here to our route and get everything entered in here. From McKee, we are going direct to TILLT, which is this right here. So let's get rid of this TILLT. That should override that, which it did. Perfect. That's it on the flight plan, everybody. The flight plan is completely entered in and ready to go. So we're going to hit execute, activate, and then execute. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to switch this over to plan. And we are just going to review the flight plan by going to legs and clicking on the step button. And just make sure everybody can see that nicely so you can follow along. Looks like you caught the pre-flight. Yes, you did. We're just going over our flight plan right now, making sure everything looks good, nothing looks amiss. Speaking of which, there is something amiss right there. Everything... What on earth? What on earth? Interesting. Very interesting. Don't quite understand that. So we got a couple of things we need to figure out here. Bear with me a moment. There we go. Okay. Alright, everything is looking good now. Alright, I'm happy with that, everyone. Get that back over to Matt. You have a vector in there, fix it. Power Legends, I will always come back. Thank you so much, my friend. Really appreciate that. Do I? Do I have a vector? Did I miss one? Thank you for the call out. Woohoo! Look at that. The man is paying attention as I am not. Thank you, friend. Thank you very much. Uh-oh. We're frozen. We're frozen, everyone. Stream might crash. Uh-oh. That's not good. Frozen solid. Yep. Give it a couple seconds. Maybe it'll figure itself out. Am I taking off? Eventually. Once the simulator decides to get itself back together here, but we are currently frozen solid. Okay, let's try doing a couple things first. Let's try closing FS realistic. Make sure that's not the problem. Nope. Let's try hitting the old escape key. Nope. There we go. Alright, we're good. We are good? Oh, no, we're not. Never mind. Thought we were. No. Why? Alright, well, I guess we need to completely restart everyone. My apologies. Of course, we're going to have this issue. We've been having a lot of issues with the PMDG lately. FS Realistic connected. PMDG's just been giving us so many issues. We are frozen solid, even though we can hear everything based on our capture. My apologies, everyone. Looks like I am going to have to restart, but I'll keep you all with me while I do it. Just so we can discuss some things. Alright, let's try shutting down everything here. What do I... Fly live. Is that going to fix the problem? Nope. Alright, frozen solid. We're just going to end the task on the simulator like that. There we go, booting us out. Hope that the tug is working the parking brake. It was. Kind of figured we were going to have a problem there, but we're going to get it restarted. My apologies, everyone. Right when I have 41 viewers too, the stream or the simulator decides to freeze up on us. The tug was working, the pushback worked perfectly fine, the parking brake is working perfectly fine now. We just couldn't get the jetway to connect there, which may have been a problem. And then we also couldn't get anything else loaded, so... Not good, but we'll go ahead and reset everyone. Again, so sorry. As I never intend for these things to happen, obviously. It's 2 streams in a row now where we try to use the PMDG 737. First leg was perfectly fine. Second one now giving us issues. Not exactly sure what the problem is. So anyways, everyone, thank you for bearing with me and thank you for bearing with this. I've noticed that some jetways work and some don't at the default airport. It's nothing you did. Yeah, I figured it wasn't anything I did. It's just, hopefully it's not a PMDG problem. I actually really enjoy flying it, even though I'm not the best with taking her down to the approach. But, you know, we'll see. We will see. Unless it could be the livery. I haven't flown with this livery in a long time. Maybe the livery was messing us up. Should we try the same livery or should we stick with the one that we had? Or we can pick out of the Southwests that I have available, which is only 3. What do you guys want? Same livery, or do you want me to go back to what was working? Up to 32 likes on the stream. Thank you so much, everybody. We have a goal of 50 by the end. So, if you're new here and you are enjoying everything, please consider becoming a subscriber. I would greatly appreciate every single one of you. Alright, let's go ahead and get everything loaded back up again. Let's go to Oakland. I don't think it would be the livery. I think maybe that was just a goof up. Little itty bitty goof up. So, not sure what I want to do. Go back and try in the OG? Yeah, we can try it. Let's try the classic again. Let's try a different parking spot too, and see if we'll have more success. We're gonna pick where we parked before. Oh yes, I have failed to mention that throughout the duration of this stream and forgot to put it in our descriptions. Yeah, so we have a Discord up. You can thank G-Scop for that. He set that whole thing up for me and communicated with him and taught me everything about it, and yeah, I've been playing around with it myself, so thank you so much, my friend, for setting that up for us. Discord, link is in the description. Looks like G-Scop put that in there for us. Thank you so much. So yeah, go ahead and check out the Discord and get signed up on there and become a... join the server. That way you can be notified of any announcements, any videos going live. So, alright, here we go. And now look at that. We are a million miles away from the jetway. Anyways, I'm not even going to mess with anything like that. You've been plugging in here and there today. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. Dear old dad, hello my friend, thank you for coming and checking out the stream. Alright, we're not even going to mess around with the jetway or anything like that. We're just not even going to open doors. Just for sake of time, we're just going to get in the cockpit and we're going to do a complete cold and dark rundown here. So, battery's going to come into the on position, looking good. Close the guard there, ground power comes on. Lights are on and ready to go. We're going to go ahead and get our emergency exit lights armed. We're going to get our fasten seatbelts and no smoking. Lights on and ready to go. Alright, everything is looking good there. Position lights are on. Okay. Alright. Okay, packs are going to come on, come up overhead. Turn on the IRSs, get those aligned. Everything is looking good there. Let's come down to the FMC now. Wait for this to pop up. Enter in KOAK. Reference airport, there we go. Enter that in. That's set to instant align, so it should instantly align for us. Let's get this going again. Bear with me if I don't do much talking while I am reconfiguring this. Over 30 via the Coast 9. There it is. Transition, that's fine. Back to the index. Arrival, we were going 20 right if I remember correctly. Yep. 20 right selected on the tilt 2. That's looking good there. Okay, back to route. Got a discontinuity there, but we can put in this right here. That should take care of that. Over to our legs, we have a vector right there, which we need to get rid of. Okay. I believe we have another vector over here. Yep. Okay. Alright, everything should be good. Everything should be alright now. Let's go through these all before I officially activate it and execute it. Alright, okay, sure. Everything's looking good there. Alright, activate, execute. We need to go and put our fuel in now. FS actions, fuel. Looks like we need 15,108 pounds. There we go. Zero fuel weight we're looking at today. 118.9. Oh, we can't put that in here. Yep, that needs to go here. There we go. 137 passengers on board today. Not quite a full load, but that's okay. Alright. Just being quick here, everybody. Don't mind me. We're going to plow through this right now. I'm going to start the APU now. And do our performance now. Go. Reserve fuels for this leg is 2.2. Go. Cost index looking like is 71. Oh boy. Cruising altitude 370. Go. Cruise wind. The average cruise wind on this leg looks like 198 degrees. At 35 knots. Plug that in. Okay. Good there. And one limit. We can derate this one. We'll derate 2. We'll go down a little bit farther there for our lovely engines. Give them a little bit of a break. Flaps to 5. Come back over here and grab our Center of gravity, 18.2. Alright. Perfect. U generator on, AP bleed into the on position. Isolation valve into auto. Ground power can be disconnected. Go. This comes up to AP gen. Perfect. Yaw damper can come on. Fuel pumps stay good for now. This is all set. This is all set. This is all set. That's good. That's good. Window heats come on. Probe heats stay off until pushback. Anti-ice is not needed. Electronic hydraulic pumps looking good there. This is looking nice. Get it nice and cool for everybody in there. Okay. Get this to our cruising altitude, 370. Alright. It's looking like we are ready to go. Should come over here to our menu. We need to get our ground power cart released. And we need to get our pushback planned. Alright, ready to go everybody. So sorry about that. We should be right on track now. Hey, we got our wind information in there. Looking nice right there. Winds 300 at 12 knots. Looks like we have everything looking good. Awesome. Thank you so much, G. Scott, for all your good stuff here. Holy shit, yeah, you hit 200 subs? Hell yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Wow, I didn't even notice that just because I was, you know, taking a look and getting the airplane configured. Can you confirm the bin doors and cargo bins in 737 are... Yep, 2 vectors are in there. Yep, you should be able to click on the button next to the waypoint on the left side of the FMC and it will autofill the bottom instead of having to type it out. Okay, thank you. Eddie Johnson coming with the subscription. Thank you so much, my friend. Really, really greatly appreciate you. Yes, we had 200 subscribers. Thank you so much, Ivana, for the congratulations. Really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much, friend. Milestone. Yes, it is. Jesus, my English is not that great at this time of night. Yeah, well, it's okay. It's all right. All right, let's get our pushback planted ready to go. We're going to be quick about this and get on out of here, ladies and gentlemen. First off, FS Realistic has to be restarted, and same thing with FS Live Studios. Let's hope that this doesn't crash the simulator, because if it does, I will be an upset boy. Alright, there you go. That's good. Looking at my chart now to determine where we need to push back and where we need to get going. Alright, we are going to push back out and to our right. And then runway 30 is right there. Alright, perfect. Come down here, get our parking brake disconnected now, please. Just so this doesn't give us any issues after the fact. No, it's not common practice. Our chocks are still on, so we shouldn't be rolling anywhere. Just getting this taken care of now. Alright. Perfect. Request our pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Bro, I forgot what you told me about why the systems of the plane turn off. Yeah, that's an Xbox problem. I'm not exactly sure what the problem is. I know it's just a little bit of a bug on the Xbox versions. When you fly for more than 2 hours, everything seems to go a little haywire. What I would do is I would go in and I would actually turn off your online functionality. You're not going to be able to get the good graphics and everything like that on the ground. But it solved the problem for me when I was flying on Xbox for a short time. Coming back over to the overhead panel, we need to go ahead and get our packs off. We need to get our fuel pumps on. We need to get our probe heats on. Okay, everything's looking good. Anti-collisions can come on now.
Brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Yeah, we'll start in the sequence.
All right. Engine number 2 coming in to start. Come down here. Notice N2 rotation, there we go. Notice N1 rotation, there it is. 25% N2, we will introduce fuel and get the airplane going. $25. Nose gear chocks go when the toe is connected, then wing walkers take care of the main gear chocks when PIC calls ready to push. Cool. Very cool. That must be such a cool job. Wish I could do something like that. But yeah, the Xbox version of the simulator, unless you turn off online functionality, unfortunately, you will have those problems with the screens turning off mid-flight or just before landing. Absolutely love it. That's awesome. Happy that you do, friend. Happy that you do. Engine number 2 sounds like we have a good start on. Engine number 1 coming into ground. Come over here. Observe N2 rotation. Looking good. Observe N1 rotation. Alright, looking good. Same thing. 25% N2 over here. Introduce fuel and listen to the start.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake. Please set parking
There are a lot of
brakes.
people from your state that commute to my station for work. Cool. Where's your station again? My apologies, I forgot.
Please set parking brakes.
I'm gonna set the parking brake. We just want to listen to the engine start first. Alright, engine start should be good. Let's go set the parking brake before this guy has a freak out.
Parking brake set.
Alright, looking good. We're gonna go over here.
Complete.
We're gonna
You
get
may
our
disconnect.
generators into
Roger,
the on
good
position.
engine
We're gonna
start.
go over
Clear to
here and get
disconnect.
our
See you
packs
at the side.
back
Have a
on.
good flight.
APU bleed. Oops.
Holding position. waiting
APU
for
bleed
the
is
visual.
going to come
Thank you and
off.
goodbye.
APU bleed will come off in general. Taxi lights are going to come on. Alright, everything's looking good there. Get our AC source selector over to Gen 1. Alright, everybody, let's go ahead and get our flaps down to 5 degrees. And let's go observe over the wing. Alright, looking good there. I love this livery. Oh my god, I absolutely love it. Fantastic stuff. Alright, back into the flight deck. We are ready to go, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get our taxiing on and get ready to go for departure. We're going to do a turn and burn on this one, folks, which means we are not going to hold short of the runway. We are just going to turn and rip it. Releasing the parking brakes, and let's add some power to get us rolling. The only station worth working them bigger flights is in New England. That's in a certain state that I made a funny nickname for. Oh, Massachusetts? Would that be it? Did you make the Massachusetts a funny name? Massholes. 31 people viewing. Thank you so much, everybody. If you are enjoying the stream, please consider going ahead and giving the stream a like for me. We have a goal of 50 likes by the time the stream ends. And currently, as it stands, we are sitting at... looks like 36, so we're so close, everybody. Only 14 more to go until we hit 50 likes. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new here as well and you're enjoying the content, please consider becoming a subscriber, or as I like to call all of you, crew members. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the support, all the love. This channel is growing by leaps and bounds so quickly, more than I could have ever imagined, so Thank you so much, everyone. And actually, you know what? There's a couple of things I didn't do trying to rush to get out of here. I didn't set our autopilot, and I also did not set our trim again. Massive two shits. Yeah, that's right. Massive two shits. Oh my god, that's funny. And, you know, they all drive like the worst, too. Every single one of them. Every time I nearly get run off the road on my way home from work, it's from somebody from Mass. And if someone's from Massachusetts from this, that's watching this, you know it's true. Alright, what's our trim need to be set to? 6.94. Go ahead and get that set. Okay, that should be good. Cruising altitude. Come on. Cruising altitude 37,000. Major whoops on my end for forgetting to do this before. And this needs to be, I believe, 144. Auto throttle, flight directors, both set. And yes, I'm turning with the yoke and not my nose wheel right now, just because of the way I have my hand to configure all of this. LNAV coming in, VNAV coming in. Okay. Alright. We're going to be good, everybody. We're going to come over here and get our landing lights set into the on position. Strobe lights can come on. Alright. We are ready to go, everybody. Enjoy the departure. There's some people that say the same about y'all down there. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know it's true. I say the same thing about us. If you've ever witnessed driving with me, I tend to get angry at people. Just because they can't drive. Alright, everybody. Enjoy the departure. Turning and burning. Throttle's coming up to 40%. And going into Toga. Airspeed alive and building. 80 knots. V1 rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Holy moly on the angle of climb. Put our nose back down. There we go. Alright, what a nice departure. Flaps coming to 1. Space shuttle status, I know. Getting the cool views. There are people who say the same about y'all down there, yep, after. And having driven emergency vehicles in this godforsaken state for 3 years, I am all too aware. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, absolutely awful. The fact that some people have driver's licenses just boggles my mind. Flaps coming clean. Sounds like the real airplane? Yes, it does. PMDG has always had fantastic sounds. chef's kiss on the sounds in the PMDG. All of their airplanes. I can't wait for the 777 for that reason. PMDG, hopefully the 777's coming soon. Don't you get a ticket if you drive bad? That all depends if you get caught. And let me tell you, a lot of people don't. We don't have radar cameras in the US like y'all do in Europe. We do not. Some of them. In my, hey look, there's our departure. There's Oakland, over there in the distance. There are some speed cameras, but I've flown right through them before, speeding, and I haven't gotten a ticket. And I'm not trying to say that I'm the perfect driver. I tend to drive a little fast sometimes, but that's always because I'm leaving work and I just want to get home. 38 viewers, holy guacamole, thank you so much everybody. If you're new here and you are enjoying the fantastic sounds of this PMDG 737, please consider becoming a subscriber. I would greatly appreciate it. And we have a goal of 50 likes on this stream by the end. This is our last leg. We have about an hour flight here. We have 1 hour to get to 50 likes. We are currently sitting at, last time I checked, was 36. And we are currently sitting at 40 now. Wow, only 10 away, everybody. 10 likes away to hit 50. Would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of your support while this channel is growing. Currently, as it stands right now, sitting at 205 subscribers. We have a goal of 250, and it looks like we're going to be hitting that very soon. So thank you so much, everybody. Greatly appreciate all of your support. It means worlds to me. Thank you, everybody. You're all way too kind. In Europe, how they do it is they snag your plate and send you a ticket in the mail. Yeah, I mean, in the United States, we have some that do that. Like I said, like in my capital city of my state, they do have a lot of speed cameras around, but that's just because there's a lot of people walking around in the streets, and law enforcement just doesn't want people getting hurt. But like I said, I've flown right through one of them before, and it didn't even flash or go off, so... If you don't pay in time, your ticket becomes a lot higher. Yeah. You see, I've only had one speeding ticket in my life, and I'll admit it, I'll tell the story. So, I drive a 2012 Honda Civic Si. I bought the car 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I was 20 years old. So I'll just give you my age. I am 27, turning 27 in about a month, 5 weeks. So I'll just call myself 27. I was 27 years old when I first bought that car. And for anyone that's ever driven a car like that, it's a little VTEC motor, you know, makes 220 horsepower or whatever, 6-speed manual transmission. It's a coupe as well, a 2-door, nice and low to the ground. And flaps were 5 degrees, standard takeoff on this one. And anyways, it was a very nice day outside, and if anyone's driven down Interstate 95 in the United States, you know that there's quite a few sections driving through the Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York area that have a lot of straight roads, and a lot of them have some hills. But anyways, I was on a stretch of highway that's straight for about 3 miles, 4 miles, no turns, and I went from 6th gear down to 4th and really laid the throttle in, and I hit about 107, 108 miles an hour. Had my little fun. I only had the car about 3 months. And then slowed down and kept going on my way, doing about 70, 75 miles an hour. And then I look at my rearview mirror and I see this little silver dot on the horizon making its way towards me, and he's gaining on me fast. And I said, oh no. Maybe he'll get over. Maybe he's going to move over into another lane and he's not going to bother me. Well, no, sadly that was not the case. That was a state trooper flying in behind me. And if there's anything you know about my state has the most highly decorated state police force in the entire country, and they do not play around at all. he came up to my window, pulled me over, and he's like, "Any reason you were doing 96?" And I said, "Uh-oh." So, he clocked me doing 96 miles an hour, but I was going faster than that. That's the only moving violation I've ever had. I was able to use my good driving record, so I didn't have to pay the fine. However, the judge was not very happy with me. She told me if she catches me going anywhere that fast again, she will, take my license away, so... Alright, because of story time, I realized I failed to do a few things. We need to get back in the flight deck here. We need to put ourselves in standard mode. We need to get our landing lights turned off. Alright, looking good, everyone. What are we doing here? Got about 362 nautical miles to go until we reach John Wayne Airport. Scheduled time of arrival is 20 past Zulu time, and that is in, oh, I lied, 106 Zulu time, 106 hours Zulu time, which is about 1 hour from now, so perfect. See, the game looks absolutely gorgeous up here, the simulator rather. Simulator looks absolutely gorgeous up here, it's just when you get close to those cities, they don't really exactly, you know. I got a 92 and a 70 speed zone with some other drinking related charges, but now I'm a class CDL, so I'm protecting. Very nice, Aviation Geek, very nice. Do you drive truck? Is that what you do for a living? If so, that's excellent. Yeah, you don't have to go to court. You can just pay the ticket and say, see ya. Up to 207 crew members now. Holy moly. Nice, Aviation Geek. You drive like dump trucks, rigs, Peterbilts, Max, Kentworth, Freightliner. My favorite rig is the K100E Aerodyne. Kenworth K100E Aerodyne. You have a TUI? That's alright, man. Like you said, you get your CDL now, you're protecting it. Everyone makes mistakes. Mistakes happen. Remember, everybody, Friday stream we have scheduled and this is a special one. Remember, I mentioned this a couple of streams ago that I had this plan. We will be in Alaska on Friday, everybody, in the PMDG 737, just like this one. We are going from Juneau, Alaska to Anchorage, and then we are going back the same way. That should be excellent. The views for that flight should be fantastic. Really looking forward to that one. Make sure everybody comes and tunes in for that one. It should be really, really good. Semi-truck Kenworth T680, nice. Very nice. Like I said, my favorite is the K100E. Good old cab over. .41 likes now. Thank you so much, everybody. Only 9 more to go until we hit our goal of 50 likes for this stream. If you're watching and you haven't hit that like button yet, please go ahead and do so to help us reach our goal of 50. And if you're new here and you are enjoying the stream, please consider becoming a subscriber, or as I like to call you all, crew members. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed so far. It really means the world to me, as always. Turning on some music now for some nice vibes up here during cruise. We're going to be staying inside for a little while. I like the story of you guys, though. Yeah. America. Here in America. We drive our trucks down the highway and put big tires on. America. I need to step away for a moment, everybody. Just going to use the little aviator's room very quickly, seeming as I have not stood out of this chair for the last 2 hours and 26 minutes. I will be right back, everyone. Give me 2 seconds. Alright, I've returned. Yeah, that all depends on the situation with how many police officers you have. You know, any kind of situation where there's suspected criminal activity, you know, that's when you'll start to see more officers pull up for sure. We're getting a little bit late now in the evening. Thank you so much for everybody that's come and joined. Really appreciate every single one of you. 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Getting a little bit later. Remember, no stream tomorrow or Thursday, but there is a stream on Friday, and that's a special one, everybody. Alaska Airlines going Juneau to Anchorage, and then back to Juneau. Should be a really special one, a lot of really beautiful scenery there. Hopefully the cloud cover helps us out a little bit so we can see the beautiful landscape of Alaska below us. No stream on Saturday. I have something going on. Need to help a friend of mine move out of his home. However, Sunday is a very special one. Sunday, we will be in a Delta Airlines Boeing 777, the 777-200 with General Electric GE90 engines, the extended range or long range variant of the 200 as well, going from KLAX, that's Los Angeles International Airport in Los Angeles, California, to KATL. That is Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport in Atlanta, Georgia. That should be really, really nice flight. I hope to see everybody there. That is the 150 subscriber long haul special. And at this rate, we are going to have another long haul scheduled for next weekend because we are just growing so quickly. Last time I checked, we were at 207 subscribers. So thank you so much, everybody, for all of your support. Really, really appreciate you. And as mentioned, there is a link to join the Discord server in the description. Go ahead and join that server. You'll be notified of any announcements that we have. Thank you so much, everybody. And thank you to GSCOP for going ahead and building that Discord server for me, because I had no idea what I was doing. So hats off to you, my friend. Thank you so much. Everybody give a large thank you to GSCOP in the chat, please, for his hard work on the server. Exactly, G-Scop. That was the point. You know, Delta actually, they retired their 777s now and replaced them with A350, but, you know, that was one of the routes, one of the final routes I believe that Delta did with the 777. It was a weird route they put in there towards the end of the airplane's life cycle, so really, really honored to be doing that one in honor of the 777. Love the 777 personally. And I put up that sneak peek video of it, and everybody guessed the airplane right away. Everyone. Everybody knew what it was. Some people were saying A350, A330, then the 777 started coming in, and then people were guessing the airline, British Airways, United. Somebody did guess Delta, but like I said, I didn't give it away. But yeah, really gonna be a good one on Sunday for the long haul special for 150 subscribers. Like I said, we will be probably scheduling another one here shortly. When I look at my subscriber count, I'm sitting at 203 on my end. I thought it was 207, but anyways, 203 is still fantastic. Channel is growing by leaps and bounds. Smiling ear to ear right now, still unbelievable. Cruising altitude now, looking really good. I love the 777, can't wait to see the 777X. Now, you know, the last thing I read in regards to the 777X in real life is that, you know, airlines are kind of PO'd with Boeing for how long it's taking for the 777 to be released, and the delays in the development. Hopefully nobody pulls their orders for the 777, because that would make me sad. Love the folding wingtips, I know. Really, really cool. Really, really cool stuff. That way you can fit in smaller airports without the airports having to expand. Very, very smart move on Boeing's part, for sure. Let's just hope that they can avoid any further delays with the airplane. I know it's kind of hard sometimes, but you know, that is what it is. There are so many flights that we do that utilize the 757 or 767 going to Atlanta just because it's a hub. Yeah, I would completely imagine. So do you work for Delta? It sounds like you might. I know you probably can't tell us just for, you know, safety and confidentiality and everything like that, but it maybe sounds like you work for Delta. 767, I've been wanting to buy it on the marketplace. Excuse me. It is the Captain Sim 767, but I believe that you can get the Salty mod for it. Does the Salty mod work? Does the Salty mod work with the 767, the Captain Sim version? Because if it does, I will buy it, just because it's a legendary airplane, and I know people really want to see it. And, you know, I know there's people out there that don't want me to support Captain Sim, you know, and I don't necessarily want to either. But if there's a good mod that makes it work, I know that you shouldn't have to download the mod for it, but a ton of people request that airplane. You know, I'm not going to deny people of seeing it and experience it in the simulator just because I don't like it. So that will be a thing in the future. Can't wait for the 757 and Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, I hope it comes soon. Hopefully it's not the Captain Sim 757. Airplane, what are you doing? Acting a little weird. Alright, everything looks normal. 95 nautical miles until the top of our descent. I'm going to go ahead and start checking my charts for our arrival. Yeah, the 757s are certainly aging, you know. Let's hope that the new mid-size airplane, whatever they decide to make it, I think the 757 Max or something similar, 757X, whatever you want to call it, would be a fantastic addition. You know, but we'll see exactly what they're going to do. We're probably still 10, 15 years away from seeing the new mid-sized airplane. Have I ever flown to KSNA? Yes, I have. San Francisco. Not San Francisco. I haven't in real life. I have in the simulator, but I have not streamed that arrival yet. No Kilo Sierra Alpha November just yet, but eventually. I thought they did mention something about a 757 MAX, but who knows. San Diego, yeah, I haven't flown into San Diego on the stream just yet. We're gonna get there though. We're back in North America for a little while. We've spent a lot of time in Europe. We'll focus our time in North America now. We have Alaska coming up on Friday, and of course our long haul from Los Angeles to Atlanta on Sunday. And then Monday and Friday of next week, and probably Saturday as well, will be in North America also. Exploring different airlines. Hope to get the Mad Dog up soon. Like I said, I had originally anticipated for the Mad Dog to be featured in today's stream, but it was giving me problems, so... Well, only because I tried to put in another sound pack on it and, you know, messed it up. 757 MAX I think would be perfect for the new mid-sized airplane. I mean, I might be wrong. For those longer flights, we choose the A320neo or normal A321. The range is perfect, and the max takeoff weight and max zero fuel weight limits are just fine for cross-country. Exactly, and that's why I knew that, you know, flying across the pond in the A320neo, excuse me, not the A321neo, but even then, A320neo, like you said, was perfectly fine. We don't even use wide body or the 7.5, wow. Oh, if we don't use the wide body or 7.5, I see. Absolutely love this livery. Absolutely love it. My favorite of the Southwest, next to Freedom 1. Next to Freedom 1, this one is my favorite. Well, I hope everybody had a great Monday. Hope everybody had great days at work, great days at school, great days, whatever it is you were doing. Hope you're having a fantastic start to the week, even though it's not Monday, it's Tuesday. Thinking today is Monday because I did not stream yesterday. But I hope everybody, either way, is having a fantastic start to their week so far. Thank you so much for coming and dedicating your time on this Tuesday evening with me. Really, really appreciate everybody coming and checking it out. Remember, Discord, link is in the description. Go ahead and join the server. Southwest America. Do you like American planes? Then Freedom 1 by Southwest will be for you. Enjoy the best peanuts, the best trail mix of any airline. Freedom 1. Am I on VATSIM? I am not. That is coming though. VATSIM or Pilot Edge, or both, will be coming shortly. Just gotta get more confident on the radio before I start streaming and doing it, as I've mentioned. My shift this week is, wow, woo, baby. You should get, well, you got a little bit going on, maybe a little sleep. How many hours do we have? We have, let me see. We don't have hours left. Let me hop into the flight deck here. We have, sorry, I just got distracted by the Lord my God, heavens purifies this water. Looks like top for descent in 49 nautical miles. Looks like we are due to arrive, looks like in about 33 minutes, everybody. 33 minutes. The Lord my God, heavens purifies this water that I will consume for my sins, be blotted out, and I do not come again to commit them again. I know that we are exposed to the world of sins and iniquities. I mean, okay. Bold of you to assume I actually sleep. Yeah, I don't fall asleep till, well, I mean, I'm all over the place. There's some nights where I'm up till 2:30 in the morning, sometimes watching George Lopez or some shit. Sorry for my language, everybody. If you're new here and you are enjoying the stream, please hit that like button for me. We have a goal of 50 likes by the time this stream is over. Currently, as it sits, we're at 48. We only need 2 more, everybody. 2 more to go to hit 50 likes for the stream. That is our goal. And looks like we're sitting at 204 subscribers. So thank you so much, everybody, for all the love and support. Really appreciate every single one of you. If you're new here as well, please consider liking the subscribing to the channel and becoming a crew member. We would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much, everybody. Just joined the Discord? Awesome. Thank you, Aviation Geek. You will see any announcements I have about posting anything. I'll be popping in there and posting all kinds of quirky stuff in regards to the simulator. Any news updates I can, I will be posting in there as well. Almost at 50 likes. We are so close. Hop back into the flight deck here. Look at our top of descent. 34 nautical miles into the top of a descent. I'm just going to check our charts. Looks like we need to be at about 3,500 feet. Am I correct? 3,400 feet. So we're going to go over here and plug in 3,400 feet. Yeah, see, the simulator looks absolutely beautiful from up here. It's just for whatever reason, when I get a little bit closer to the ground and buildings don't exactly load in, and my buildings are set to ultra too. Maybe I'll turn up the level of detail like it was suggested. Like I said, for now I'm going to focus more on performance rather than quality of the terrain and quality of the buildings. I mean, quality of the terrain looks fantastic right now. As far as quality of the buildings go, I'm going to wait until I get a little bit more RAM for that. Like I said, that should be coming shortly. We'll take a deeper look at the Discord when I get home from a meeting. Glad you got the Discord set up. You can thank G-Scop for that. He really did it all, and I really, really appreciate all of his help for that. I am about as useless as... I don't even know. I don't even have a good pun or a good analogy about how ill-versed I am when it comes to Discord or anything like that. So, big shout out to him. Just heard someone flushing the toilet there. Plug your noses, everybody. $48 likes, only 2 more to go. If you haven't hit that like button, everybody, please consider doing so. We have that goal of 50. Only 2 more to go, everyone. 2 more to go. Stretch out that index finger right over that like button and push it right on down. How we contract out the lab service on the ground at my station? Yeah, I could imagine. I could imagine the crap they pull out of there, no pun intended. Must be rather, especially people that get like traveler's diarrhea and stuff. Oof. Sorry for the potty talk. There is 50 likes. We made it, everybody. Up to 50. At least that's what my screen is showing me. Thank you so much, everyone. Up to 50 likes. Goal has been reached. Really appreciate every single one of you. That's the first time we've hit our like goal. Up to 50. Thank you so much, my friends. Thank you for the love and support. Really appreciate it. There we go. Now making our way to John Wayne Airport. This was a request. I pulled a cell phone out of the lab once. Really? Imagine that, dropping your cell phone into the airplane bathroom. One, how do you not notice that it fell in before you flushed the toilet? And two, my goodness, an iPod as well, different occasion. You ever see people wearing those big old face shields on the ramp? Yeah, those are the lab service guys. Pray for them. The poopy guys. They play with the poopy. Alright, looks like we are starting our descent, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back in the flight deck really quickly, check our FMC. Yep, we've started our descent. Perfect. 130 nautical miles to go until we reach John Wayne Airport. Looks like we will be there at 1:03 Zulu time, so just under 30 minutes, about 26 minutes to go. Gotta get rid of those pirated Apple Music songs somehow. You mean the music I'm playing? Or in the stream? Or is that a joke that went over my head? Or is it because that the iPhone went, or the iPod went in the toilet? I plan to add to my playlist, by the way, of songs that play during the stream. I know you hear a lot of them loop. I am currently looking into that, so bear with me. I've had to replace too many toilet assemblies in my career. Poopy iPod. Oh man. Too many toilet assemblies. Gosh. What are people doing in those bathrooms? I don't fit in the bathrooms very well. I mean, I do, but when I sit down on the toilet, I just kind of feel like I'm in a box. I've never pooped on an airplane either, and I've flown on many, many aircraft over the past 15 years of my life, and I've never gone poop on one. I have had to I've had to pee before on an airplane, but that wasn't as bad as I feel like having to sit down on the toilet. The design plan of what's the design plan to build toilets in airplanes? Lightweight materials, non-comfortable seats, design it so poop and pee somehow get on the seat no matter who uses it. You know, all that good stuff. Okay, enough poop talk, enough potty talk. If you take a look at any of those music live streams, a good amount of those are some form of NCS, so those should be alright to use. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll take a look at that for sure. The one I'm using right now is Slipstream. It was just a service, a free service that I looked up, and they had a boatload of free music on it. I was at work one day, and I just started playing music, and chose the ones I liked, and there you go. That's how we got our playlist. How about I just start singing for everybody? That'd be a better playlist. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to be sad with anyone. But when I see you hanging around with anyone, it's not unusual to see me cry. I wanna die. It's not unusual to go out at any time. But when I see you out and about, it's such a crime. And if I ever find that you've changed at any time, it's not unusual, it happens every day. No matter what you say. Alright, I've had enough. Had enough of Tom Jones. Hello, SS. Nice to see you, my friend. Hope you enjoyed my mini concert there. Yeah. Say what you want about my singing, but I know it's not good. Don't worry. Fun fact about Southwest Airlines. The MCP altitude on all landings would be set to 0 feet when cleared for approach except circle to land. Interesting. Also during pre-flight, Southwest Airlines still configures the hydraulic panel as follows. A pumps off, B pumps on. A pumps are turned back on after push. Interesting. I did not know that. Gotta head off. I'll be in around the Discord a little bit probably in order to situate any new arrivals. Thank you, G. Scott, my friend. Thank you so much for all the hard work that you've done so far. Thank you for setting all that up for me. I hope you have a fantastic evening, and I will talk to you in the future, my friend. I'll reach out to you with the, any add-ons I use as well as the screenshots for my settings to put those in the Discord. Talk to you soon, friend. Have a great evening. No, your singing was decent? Maybe. Any requests? Quick question. Quick answer. Can we land on the 405? Not today. Not today. But if we ever have an emergency and we're near the 405, we can give it a shot. Remember, everybody, if you're new here and you are enjoying the stream, please consider hitting that like button for me. We had the goal of 50 likes on the video. We're currently sitting at 50, but one of those is mine. So if I take it away, we're sitting at 49. We only need one more like. So if you haven't done so, please consider hitting the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new here and you are enjoying the stream, please consider becoming a subscriber. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll catch you all on the flippity flop. Alright, G-Scop, have a good evening, my friend. Catch you on the flip side. Not that you'll need it, but if you want to check out a channel that uses real Southwest Airlines procedures and stuff, check out the Flight Sim Broadcasting Network channel. Okay, definitely have to check it out. Looking good on our descent. We got 72 nautical miles until we reach our destination, everyone. It looks like we'll be wheels on the ground in about 16 minutes or so. Oh, wow. Yeah, that makes sense. No steering inputs during pushback. Makes perfect sense. Don't want to damage any of the tugs. What is the registration of this Desert Gold awesomeness? That'd be November 7-1 Hotel Kilo. November 7-1-1 Hotel Kilo. Now that I got closer, I noticed there was 2 ones. Not wearing my glasses either, actually. Where are they? I took them off when I went to the bathroom. I'm terrible with my glasses. I always take them off. They started using bypass pins not long after the AirTran purchase. Yep. I remember when they bought all the AirTrans. How was that airline? Did anybody fly on them? Is it just me, or is AirTran sound sketchy? Yeah, there's another black nose. There does exist another livery that's painted like this. I mean, I haven't checked flightsim.to in a while, so there might be another one that's more, realistic to real life. I was using one that did have the black nose on the front, like you said, and it stopped working now. The airplane is all purple when I try to use it. Music is coming off now. Increasing volume of the simulator. One thing I do need to check out, though, one thing I don't think is correct here. We're going to go to menu, PMDG setup, aircraft equipment. Okay, nope, this is all set up. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure that was all good so we get our altitude callouts on our approach. Get below 250 knots here. I think Southwest Airlines will paint November 871 Hotel Kilo a Max Desert Gold. Really? They're going to bring that livery back? If so, that would be fantastic. I would not be against that. We need to get our landing lights on now. We're below 10,000 feet. Come on now. No? Okay. It's fine. Guess we can't use the bar there to bring all of them retracted down. Weird. Alright, everything is looking good here, ladies and gentlemen. You can also check out the Southwest Virtual Airlines TV channel if you want. Ooh, that's a thing? I didn't even hear that. Really? Southwest landing lights, turn-off lights, and wing lights come on at flight level 180. Interesting. Well, I guess we can switch that up, huh? There you go. Thank you for your wealth of knowledge in regards to the Southwest Airlines procedures. I don't know any of the airlines procedures off the top of my head. I just kind of go along. And what is my favorite plane? That would be the Boeing 727, my friend. After that follows the Airbus A380. After that follows the Concorde and the Tu-144. I like the Tupolev Tu-144. You know, it's a Russian aircraft, and it copied the Concorde. I still love the canards that come out on landing. I still like it. I mean, there's so many airplanes I do love. 727 is my absolute favorite. The Tri-Jets, T-Tail, mwah, chef's kiss of aircraft, in my honest opinion. Concorde. I do have the DC Designs Concorde for the simulator, but it's always a bit weird whenever I try to fly it. It never acts right for me. It never follows the nav path. It's all over the place usually, so I've given up on it. 206 subscribers now. Thank you so much. Pretty much every non-Airbus? Incorrect. I actually prefer to fly the Airbus. You can ask anybody on this channel. My favorite airplane to fly, personally, is the A320neo, A321, any of the A320 series is my favorite to fly. Hi from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Hey Al, nice to see you here. Thank you for checking out the channel, just in time for our arrival into John Wayne. The beauty of flying in the sim is you can fly how you want, exactly. And that's why I tell people on the stream when they see me doing some things that aren't true to life, you know. MD-1191, I hope that comes soon. I'm curious as to why the A320 is your favorite. Okay. The thing about Boeings for me is I've always kind of feel like you've had to fly them down to the runway. You know, they say that a lot about like the Mad Dog, the MD-80. You have to fly them onto the runway. You know, Airbus, I don't really feel like you do that. Airbus for me always has such the nicest touchdown. You lower the power back and she drifts right on in with no problems every time I've ever flown it. That, and I just love the way they look. Especially when the winglets came, took my breath away. My favorite Airbus, though, is the A380, and Fly-by-Wire just released an extensive preview on the A380. I'm a huge fan of flying the plane all the way to the runway, just my preference. Airbus does make the great... Yeah, exactly. I feel like Boeing makes fantastic airplanes, too. I'm not knocking Boeing in any way, shape, or form. I love all aircraft, for me. Anything. Believe it or not, one of my favorite airplanes is the... Why am I forgetting the name of the VC-10? The Vickers VC-10. That's also one of my favorites. Hopefully they make a Vickers VC-10 eventually. Really hoping so. That would be a dream. Landing checklist started. Get our spoilers armed. Okay. Airbus is just way too automated for my taste. I'm not a fan of the computer pretending to let me fly. Yeah, you know, that's why I switch it up on the channel, you know what I mean? And that's why, you know, when it comes to landing a Boeing, I think that's exactly why, you know, you feel like you have to fly it onto the runway. Also, I don't like that the side sticks aren't in sync. Yeah, that's true. That's all because it's a computer, that's why. I like when simmers fly multiple aircraft. I do, I've flown quite a few. If I can name all of them off right now, I mean, Boeing 737, obviously, Airbus A320, Neo, the Aerosoft Twin Otter, Cessna 208 Grand Caravan. I know I'm missing a few. Oh, the Indy Builds A310. Woo, baby. That's coming out soon, too. Really can't wait for that one. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on a minute. I'm going to pause this real quick. I'm going to go over to my options. I'm going to turn up the level of detail. Oops. Level of detail is on 130. Let's bump this up to 150. See how we fare now. Lag incoming? Nope, doesn't seem it. Seems alright for now. What are we looking at for frames? 50. Sitting right at 50 frames. Not terrible. Looks a little bit better, too. You're tempting fate, my friend. Still good? Yeah, it looks alright. It's just the thing about it to me is it's like to get the level of detail that you'd want. Like, see if you look down here, see how that's all jagged and pointy? Like, I don't My level of detail is scaled up to 150. What's it go up to? 300? 300 level of detail goes up to? Oh yeah, you're right, huh? Well, there you go. I think I'm a fan of older aircraft. Yeah, me too. Me too. They're just more charming, in my opinion. 737-200, that's another one. 747-100. And even the 200. DC-10 or MD-11 with the Northwest livery? Maybe eventually. I know there is a DC-10 in development the last time I heard, so we'll see. Start getting our flaps pulled out now. DC-10 is a great but unfortunate plane. Yeah, I mean it had a very tough start, very harsh beginning, but it ended up being okay in the long run. FlyJSim 737, 200, and 727, amazing. I know. Unfortunately, I don't have X-Plane 11. I have X-Plane 10, but you know, I'm not going to fly that when I can fly this. No offense to X-Plane. When do you like to engage the autopilot after takeoff and before landing? I personally like to hand fly it until 18,000 feet. It depends. It depends on what our departure looks like, to be honest with you. If it's something that has a lot of turns involved, absolutely, I'll hand fly the airplane for quite a while. Reset MCP altitude. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, same thing. Visual approaches, I will disengage right at 1,000 feet usually.
Caution,
Oh my god.
terrain.
Caution terrain, you can be quiet. Sorry everybody for the nasty comments in the chat. Let me see if I can remove those before we land. That's just a bot that comes in and says some nasty things like that. And thank you so much, BW Flight Simulation, for the subscription. Really appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. Really, really greatly appreciate it. Airplane? What are you doing? Okay. Looks like we're hand flying her in now. Not sure what that's all about. Okay, I gotta go. Alright, SS, have a good one, my friend. Do you see that, what the autopilot was doing right there? How we were flying the approach? What on earth was that? PMDG, man. What's going on with the airplane lately? Just has not been behaving at all. You're coming down. Alright, everybody enjoy the arrival into John Wayne. Not sure what the approach was just having us do right there, but this airplane has just been flying like absolute garbage lately. Absolute garbage. Which is sad given how much somebody will pay for this. Sorry, PMDG, but come on, man. I love your products, but Ever since the last update you put out? Nah, not for me. Anyone else notice that flies the PMDG? Last update, plane's been flying like garbage lately. I can't be the only one that's noticed it. Like, what was it just doing on the path right there, on the approach? Like, what was that? Anyways, just realized I never even set the replay. Whoops. There we go. Replay is going to be a little late. Oh boy. Nose is dropping a little bit there, not paying attention. Alright, enjoy the arrival in the John Wayne, everyone. I haven't had any issues, yeah. I'm not sure what it is, but if you just saw what it was doing right there, that's not, it's not normal. At least I don't think so. Oh, baby. Rough. And now my reversers aren't engaging. Look. Oh, oh. Maybe? Reversers? There we go. That was an interesting one. Ouch, I know. Yeah, you know, I don't know what it is, man. I've been struggling with the PMDG lately. I completely reinstalled it. Go check out the last stream and look what it did on approach. It started doing the same thing. But sorry for that rough arrival, everybody, making me look like an amateur here. I'm gonna give up on this PMDG until the next update comes out, to be completely honest with you. I don't even want to see that replay. We're not even gonna do the replay. This airplane has just been flying like absolute crap as of late. And I know someone just came in and said I haven't had any problems, but I've had nothing but problems with it. Absolutely nothing but problems. Like I said, go watch my last stream. It started doing the same thing on approach. Flies us right up to short final, or final perfectly fine, and then, yeah. Kind of does whatever it wants after that. Oh man, on the replay, alright, alright, alright. If you must, if I need to relive my embarrassment. Remember, there is no control surface movement, so the spoilers aren't going to deploy. And our flaps aren't going to either, I guess. Flaps were down, I promise. My apologies for that rough one. The first one wasn't as rough as this. See, for me, it's just like I cut the power, and then the airplane just tanks onto the runway. We were looking good, too. Get ready for this. Ready? No flare whatsoever. I've never had this problem with the PMDG either. Go look at previous streams. I've never had this problem. The past two I've tried, I just can't nail it. Here we go. And smashed. Yeah, hit the touchdown markers though, and then the violent nose forward action. Like, you figure the plane would have bounced, right? But anyways, and then my reversers wouldn't engage. I don't know, guys. Before, my jetway wouldn't connect to the airplane. The last time I tried flying during pushback, the nose went about 90 degrees in the air and I had a tail strike at the gate. Seriously, go look at the last stream. Alright, well. Looks better from this view? Oh, if you say so. I'm embarrassed. Trust me. As someone that's trying to grow my stream and grow my audience, that's embarrassing to me. Well, welcome to John Wayne, everybody. Thank you for joining me. We're going to do one more replay, and then we will swan song the replay and fade to black once that replay is complete, our nose view replay. Thank you so much for all the support today, everybody. So sorry that we had nothing but rough landings and rough arrivals. Like I said, not sure what's going on with the PMDG for me. It just hasn't been flying right. I'm not sure what the deal is. And look at that level of detail slider up to 150, and that's the level of detail I get. Should I just reinstall the simulator? I mean, could that be the problem too? I mean, I don't know. We were looking good right here. Cut the power, start the flare, and then bam. Well, yeah, it did look a little bit better than that view. Other than the rapid nose forward action. We were center line. I mean, we were good. It's the same thing happened last landing. Same exact thing. We were center line, good to go. Cut the power, and the airplane just sinks like you wouldn't believe. But anyways, one more view, everybody. One more view. Back it up just a little bit. We'll get this view, and we will swan song it from here. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of your support. I've done worse, so have I. Thank you so much for all of your support, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me on the stream. Thank you for all the subscriptions. Let's go ahead and check. Last time I checked, we are sitting at 208 subscribers now, so thank you so much, everybody. It means the world to me. Thank you for all your support and hanging out with me during my streams. Reminder, link to my official Discord is now in the description. Go ahead and join the server for any updates about Flight Simulator in general and my live stream schedule and any of my streams. Please go ahead and consider joining the server. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. Have a great rest of your evening. Enjoy this last angle of this terrible landing at John Wayne. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your evenings. Thank you for joining me. I'll talk to you all on Friday. Take care.